A developing story set to impact more than 1 million Americans in just a few hours. And while President Obama is weighing in from Hawaii on the end of federal emergency unemployment benefits, critics say he could have tackled this issue before his 11th hour comments today. Chris Direwalt, Fox News digital politics editor and host of Power Play on FoxNews.com Live, joins us from a remote location tonight. Thank you, Chris, for your time. What do you make of this now last-minute scramble over, we should have done something about this?
Well, now, first of all, Shannon, I'm not remote. I'm in Pittsburgh. You're remote. You're in Washington. You guys don't know what's going on down there. No,
excellent points.
I'll say this. The president signed into law this week the budget bill that he hailed as the first good thing to happen in a long time, the first good thing that he thought Republicans had done basically, I guess, since Teddy Roosevelt left the party. And now he is chagrined. He is angry. He is saddened that that law, that budget bill that he signed, did not include an extension of, and remember what this is. This is not, these are not unemployment benefits. This is a welfare program for individuals who have exhausted the unemployment insurance that came to them after they lost their jobs. The federal government, after the panic of 2008, started extending those out to 99 weeks. And the federal government, instead of being 36 weeks, they said, we're going to just give you a welfare program beyond that. That's going to expire. And the president says that that was too bad that that wasn't part of the law that he signed. But he signed it.
Well, and today we get this statement from the director of the National Economic Council, Gene Sperling, saying, as the president's made repeatedly clear, it defies economic sense, precedent, and our values to allow 1.3 million Americans fighting to find jobs to see their unemployment insurance abruptly cut off, especially in the middle of the holiday season. And as you noted, the president signed this, but there was a path there. Democratic Senator Patty Murray helped to draft this bill with Republican Paul Ryan. They put it together. And now a lot of the people who voted for it, including Nancy Pelosi and the man who signed it, President Obama, are crying foul. And you and I both know how this works in politics. It's going to be that Republicans are heartless, evil people because they didn't make this work. Speaker John Boehner over in the House says, of course we want to help people, but money doesn't grow on trees. We have to figure out a way to pay for this before we extend it again.
Well, he also says that extended welfare programs for jobless people don't necessarily help the economy or result in people finding work again, that in fact many on the conservative side of things argue that they're a disincentive to people taking jobs to get back into the workforce, to start working their way up the ladder back to more lucrative jobs, et cetera, et cetera. What this is what happens when you have a lame duck president who is beholden to his base. His base wants this. Pressure groups on the left want this to become a human right for all Americans, which is basically a minimum wage regardless of whether you work or whether you don't work. They see the expiry of these benefits as a very bad thing because they were going to set a precedent that they were never going to go away. The president is in a weakened condition because of the Obamacare crash. As a consequence, his base is more powerful. He can't say no to them, and they have money, they have the grassroots he needs, so he's going to keep talking about this. What that means, as you and I were talking about the other evening, when we get to the debt ceiling crash on the 7th of February or thereabouts, we're already seeing now that it's going to be a crash. It's not going to be resolved the way this budget deal was.
It will be interesting. All right, Chris, thank you for your time. Please tell all the Pittsburgh Breams I said hello. Go give them a hug.
Annette.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
Well, still ahead.